Hey guys, Thunder here. I'm back with the INORL Racing Network to bring you more live flag-to-flag coverage here of the INORL Insomniac Elite Series. Tonight, we are under the lights here at Daytona for the 10th round of the season. And, well, there hasn't been much going on in the pre-race headlines, but we are coming into this track. This was the season this track opened up the last season. This was the season opener track of Season 1. Not this season, though. This is round 10 here. But we can see some very interesting things out of this track sometimes. And there really isn't much to say about it. It's kind of your classic super speedway. Very popular track though. A lot of fans coming out to see this race, and hopefully they'll get what they paid for. So let's get down to the track for your starting lineup, where Charles Sanford is on the pole. The interesting thing is that Sanford got the pole for this race last season, so I guess Sanford is just really good at qualifying at Daytona. On his outside is Gall Redlick in car number 27. He's been on his game in qualifying as of late. Row 2 has Kyle Collins and Norman Miller. Row 3, Cosmic Nova and Marcus Bruno. Row 4, Nick Pericles and Alex Hawkins. And right at top 10 is Dylan Young and Chris Louvier, last week's winner. And here's the rest of your lineup. Alright, let's get those engines fired up.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and easy, long day. It's going to be a lot of adjustments. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
The driver who won this race last season, Ezekiel Proctor, is not on the grid. But Charles Sanford got the pole for here at Daytona last season. He's gotten the pole again, gotten 5 much-needed bonus points, but can he get a good run in the race? He could really use it. Sanford has not had a good season. Well, we'll just have to wait and find out here, we'll find out 30 laps from now. 30 laps from now, we'll find out. Sanford leads us down. He will bring the field to the green. Pace car is in, leaving the field in the hands of Charles Sanford. Here we go. Green flag's out. We're rocking at Daytona. 30 laps here at Daytona Motor Speedway. Hopefully we're in for a good one. Redlick actually able to clear for a second. He's actually able to hold on to the second spot, because Kyle Collins got a terrible start. Miller was able to pass the 16 as well, but Collins is trying to make a comeback. No! Cosmic Nova's pushed him out. But here comes Gall Redlick in the 27. He's going to try and make a move to the front. He's got some help from Norman Miller in the Dodge, though. Got Nick Pericles in the 31 there, moving in the 4th. Pericles really needs a good run here tonight. He is 28th in the standings. Not somewhere where you would expect a race winner to be. Redlick leads the first lap, but I was saying Allie Nelson's 29th, and Kyle Miller is 25th. So there's a couple race winners that really aren't that high in the standings. Let me take a quick look in the back here. Really isn't much going on in the back. Very calm in the rear of the field. But then we get up to the front, and we got this gaggle of cars. John Angel now squeezes it down 3 wide on Miller and the point leader, Dylan Young, who just... Oh, wrecked! Oh, there we go! We got a big pile up here. First caution of the night. Is that Redlick? No, but he may have some damage. I'm unsure. No, I don't believe he does. But who was involved in that? Oh, are you serious? Charles Sanford is involved. As soon as I mentioned he needed a good run, he gets involved in the first wreck of the night. And that is it for him. So Charles Sanford has had a terrible season just like the last, and he's struggling yet again. Chris Louvier is involved. Seth Cole may have been involved, but that car looks relatively clean. Kyle Collins has some heavy front end damage. John Johnston may have been involved, but I'm not sure. Chris Washer was involved. That's another driver that Murphy's lost season, along with Nick Pericles, who's he's bound to drop even further down the points after this. Alright. Oh, wow. Are you serious? The drivers have started stacking up. And that's going to end Danny Everett's hopes of winning. Everett's has had one of the worst seasons I've ever seen, and that is bound to continue here. So, well, this race has been off to an absolutely atrocious start, but let's take a look at the replay. Well, here's a replay here. You're going to see her 4 wide. You're going to 4 wide here, but that's not where it starts. Alex Hawkins gets in Nick Pericles, turns him down in a couple cars there, and he triggers this wreck. And Everett actually had that damage in the first place, but they were stacking up. Seth Cole was involved, but he does not have a lot of damage. He may still be on the pace. Stanford was able to continue on, but he's probably got too much damage to continue. Pericles is involved, Felix Theodore, Alex Perkle, again Danny Everett. Danny Everett's had a Murphy's lost season along with a couple people, but then this is one of the things that really bugs me, because sometimes they stack. You see here, they run into each other. It's a thing. Sometimes the field's stacked up here in the past, and looks like they've done it again. But let's just get back to the green. Sean Angel leads us down here back to the green. Running order on the leaderboard there on the top right end of the screen. We are alright, back to green here, and we got furry-free drivers left in this race. I bet Danny Everett was really hoping to have a good run here, but he got swept up in that accident, and he is out. And John Johnston, he didn't have a lot of damage, but he is out too. So a lot of drivers who really could have had a great run here just could not find any luck and are out before we're even halfway. But Dylan Young is now going for the lead. He is the series point leader. He's still got a pretty decent gap, but he's going to need to get some points here tonight. Cosmic Nova. It's going to be a good opportunity for him because Cosmic Nova has not had a lot of success on super speedways, and he's in the top 10 right now. But stuff is bound to happen at a track like this. Not a lot of cars will actually keep up here though. Jason Perkle running in the points right now. Let's take a quick look in the back here. Some drivers have fallen off the pace. Seth Cole, it looks like I may have been wrong about that car, and wait, we've got ourselves another incident. Someone spun. Allie Nelson spun around, caution's out. As Dylan Young is leading the race right now. Allie Nelson, well, that was kind of her fault. She was being aggressive, squeezed it down the Induta, and his teammate Acosta proceeds to turn her. That was not on the fault of Acosta. Nelson was really squeezing it down there. Acosta really had nowhere to go. But no damage on, really, hardly any damage on either car. They keep going without much of a problem. Going back to in here, lap number 13 of 30. Running order on the top right hand, running order on the leaderboard, top right hand of the screen. James Shelley, he lost a camshaft under that caution, so 2 weeks in a row, BMW unreliability has struck him. Those BMW engines really can't hold together. As they go back to green, this really has been a rather off. This race it's been an awful race so far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not a fan of this. While there are a lot of people who are a fan of this track, I personally am not. And this is really a terrible race thus far. Sean Angel making a move here on Tristan Woolhoit for second. I would never expect Sean Angel to be a contender on a super speedway like this, but here he is. He's had a good night. So is Gull Redlick in the 27 there. Redlick's actually did pretty good at South Dakota, and he's doing well here tonight as well. So, we'll see if he can get a good finish. Zachary Fitzwater also starting to work his way up, fighting for Rookie of the Year with Eric Enrage. Enrage is in 26th, so things are looking good for Fitzwater. However, remember, it's not based on actual points. There is an actual Rookie of the Year championship, so it's ranked in the order of rookies, but that's still good for him. But Nova and Chan, they're two top contenders making their way forward. Nova's generally not been very successful on these types of tracks. They've usually hurt him in the championship, but he's trying to change that. Nova looking for 2 consecutive championships. Doesn't happen too much in Air 2003, but that could happen here. Oh boy. 4 wide. Seriously, guys? Oh, and they've wrecked it. They've wrecked it. And I shouldn't have said anything about Sean Angel. Sean Angel has gone for a spin. And we got ourselves a rather violent crash here. Several cars have been involved. Eric Enrage has been involved. Nick Pericles, Allie Nelson, Zachary Fitzwater, Ian Dutta, Miller, Perkle may have been involved, along with Atwood. Not sure about Versky. That happened pretty quickly. But we'll take a look at what happened. Well, here's a look at what happened. Tristan Wilhoit does something that I think is actually very stupid here. He squeezed it on Fitzwater when Jason Perkle's already going to make it free. They were already going free wide. Perkle's making it free wide there. But then Wilhoit just decides to squeeze it on Zachary Fitzwater. Makes it 4 wide. And then he's going to proceed. And then off here he's going. He and his teammate Marcus Bruno proceed to sandwich the 20 of Sean Angel. Fitzwater's an innocent victim. And then this proceeds to happen. We're going to have a big pileup here. Several cars come flying in. It seems like a lot of those drivers didn't even use their brakes. And there goes Pericles' race. Pericles' season has been absolutely atrocious considering that he won. He is 28. He came in this 28th in points. He's probably going to be further down after this. His Atlanta win is literally his only top 10 of the season. He hasn't finished in the top 10 in any other race. Wilhoit went for a roll. It's kind of karma for making. I would say that's karma for making that rather stupid maneuver. You really shouldn't try to. Why don't these guys learn? I mean, we've learned over the years that 4 wide doesn't work, and yet we see these rookies just going out and doing it anyway. Troy Kang there in the 1, he went for a wild ride. He's gonna spin around, Seth Cole sends him for a roll, and then he somersaults over Kyle Thomas. And there's a Costa. Miller flips as well. Wow, several rookies getting a taste of super speed of the big one here. I'm not gonna put any blame on Miller there. He picked a line, and then Fitzwater just kind of came up into it. Then Miller gets flipped over there by David Valzak. Ends up on his roof. On board with the Axe onboard cam for Troy Kang and car number 1. We're going back to green on lap number 20 of 30. There are only 19 cars left in the race, meaning if you're still in this race, you're gonna get points. In fact, Allie Nelson's is gonna get a point, even though she is out of the race. You can see the list here. Lots of drivers out of commission here. Dylan Young is your leader. The points leader could be getting a win here. He has not won yet this season, but if he wins this, that could put him easily. He's already got a decent championship lead, but this could give him a massive lead. Of course, course, even if he does win, Cosmic Nova stays where he is, that might not be the case. Could be Dylan Young versus Cosmic Nova for the title if this keeps up. But there you see your running order there. This race has been a mess, to say the least. But here comes Cosmic Nova and Gull Redlick. Redlick having a very impressive run, the German there. Raced the DTM before joining the IAS. He hasn't had the best of seasons, but he is just a rookie. He is bound to improve, and he's had some very impressive runs, as is the case of tonight. And Maxwell Chan is here along with Jukde Cook and DJ Curtis. Curtis' season's been a mess. Williams the title contender. Got Ford and Perkle here as well. I guess Jason Perkle has inherited his younger brother's skill on super speedways. Yeah, Jason Perkle is actually Alex Perkle's older brother, believe it or not. He has less experience, but he is actually Alex's older brother. But it does seem he has the same skill on super speedways here. He got top 10 at Arkansas, and he's in the top 10 here. Dylan Young getting challenged by Jukde Cook in the 9. Jukde Cook looking for his second career win, his first commit Grand Tour last season. DJ Curtis, he wants his first win. He really needs some points. Gull Redlick, a lot of drivers looking for their first win out here. A lot of rookies in this race. While this race has been a complete cluster bomb, we could see a good finish out of this, because there are a lot of drivers who could be looking at their first career win. I'm kind of surprised that a lot of championship contenders have actually, including the points leader, have actually survived tonight. Usually more often than not, a high percentage of them will get taken out, but actually a good deal of them are still in this race here, less than 10 to go. Of course, that's the case as long as nobody does anything stupid. I gotta mention, Chan's also a title contender here. Cosmic Nova pushing PJ Williams. Those two need some points to get themselves into this title hunt. And he's gonna push the 4 up the racetrack. Dylan Young and Maxwell Chan working together to catch the 13 now. Now the next lap is the last chance for a caution. If a caution comes out after the next lap, the race will be over. But if caution comes out now or on the next lap, then caution comes out now, we'll have 2 laps to go on the restart. If it comes out on the next lap, we'll have a 1-lap shootout. If it comes out after that, though, like on lap 20, like say on lap 26, the race will be over. There we go, lap 25 on the board. This is the point of no return. Last chance for a caution. Well, of course, this is considering it if the race doesn't. Of course, this is considering the race if the race doesn't go into a green and white checkered, because that is a possibility. Although, seeing how it's still being perfected, there's no guarantee that it'll actually go into a green and white checkered. And also, seeing how this race has just been nothing but a cluster bomb, I have a feeling a lot of fans are just wanting this race to end. And so 5 laps to go now. This is the point of no return. Noting what I was just saying, I think it's pretty much caution comes out, race is over. The caution comes out, race is over kind of situation here. Hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully we will finish under the green. But here comes Cosmic Nova. He's looking for his 4th career win. It's been eluding him all season, but it could happen here. Dylan Young hasn't won yet this season either, which is surprising considering the points gap he has. And then there's Jukde Cook in the 9 there. He's had a decent season. He's top 15 in points. He was top 10 earlier in the season. And he's got some good power. The BMW engines have been very powerful, but the problem is that they've been suffering on reliability. They've been suffering reliability issues. But they are easily powerful enough to win some races. kind of surprised that hasn't happened yet. Of course, James Shelley finished second. At Atlanta, but that's about it. The Sabertrons have not been all that good. But we could see something here. Daycock not going for a lead at the moment. Here comes DJ Curtis now. On Maxwell Chan. Nova, he's working his way back, but Jason Perkle, he may try to make a move. He can't. Williams has pushed him up the track. But now Daycock and Young have actually started to break away. Nova right on the 88's back bumper now as he's going to try and go for third. 88 tries to block, but it won't happen. Nope, couldn't block. Nova's going to take third now. But that BMW power, it's starting to kick in as Daycock is pushing the 2 and is breaking away from the rest of the field. I think I can see what he's trying to do. He's pushing that 2 out there so he can make a move on the last lap and have no one mess with him. And no one get in the way. That's a good idea, but although it may backfire because Williams is catching quickly. He may have to make his move now. He may have to make his move now and hope that nobody can catch him. But I don't know. He's holding his own, but Williams is catching. PJ Williams wants his second win of the season. Daycock is not going anywhere, though. He has not made the move on the 2 yet. Will that strategy of his work out? He's got to do it now. White flag in the air. He's got to pass right now. Nope. It's not worked. PJ Williams has gone underneath. Dylan Young is starting to get very nervous in that hot seat. Is he going to try and hold off Williams? Can he do it? If he can hold him off in the 3 and 4, he may be able to beat him at the stripe. The 4's pushed him up, though. It's not happening. Unless he can get some drafting help, it's not going to happen. Here we go, off the final corner. He's got some help, but it's too late. PJ Williams will steal the win away here at Daytona. So Williams takes another victory. To those who thought PJ Williams was not going to be a title contender, well, I told you so. Williams is looking very strong with his second win of the season now. Dylan Young finishes second, so close, but I think he'll take it as that will continue to extend his point lead. Maxwell Chan, another title contender in third. DJ Curtis, a much-needed fourth. Jason Perkle, best career finish in fifth. Good job for him. Sixth is Jock Daycock. Seventh is Gull Redlick. Eighth, Cosmic Nova. Ninth is Preston Plord, and Ian Dutta rounds out the top 10. He wasn't even in that lead group. He was 8 seconds behind. Yeah, Daytona, not a very, in my opinion, that was not a very good race here at Daytona, but it had a pretty solid finish there with PJ Williams taking out the win. Congratulations to him. On his second win of the season, third career win, and third of the season for the Togger Racing Unit. So that will be it for that'll be it for tonight. Be sure to stick around next week when we're gonna head to Watkins Glen in New York for Watkins Glen in New York there. So without further ado, here comes the results and standings. You've been watching a production of the INORL Racing Network, Racing Uncontained. I'm signing off, and I'll see you next time.